Good day to you, mesdames et messieurs. I have a match for you against Lukeario23 from my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter if you want to ask for a match. I normally take Wi-Fi matches sort of around like 7 PM English time. What is that like? I can't do time zone conversions. Whatever. I mean, I tweet out when I'm looking for battles because the Smoke and Battlefinder's down, so just find me on there. It's in the video description. And I built a nice little colourful mix of Pokemon here. We've got Emboar, Lilligant, Absol, Beheeyem. And I kind of figured that I will just lead off with Galvantula because he doesn't have anything that can possibly outspeed. Even if Braviary's scarfed, I am scarfed as well, so I can just Volt Switch on whatever I want. Now he switches out first turn. Obviously, he doesn't want to take a hit. I'm just going to go straight for the Volt Switch. But that Braviary, I don't know what item it had. I don't know if it was like banded or scarfed, so I thought, okay, better play safe around that. My physical wall is Kabutops, which can take a couple of hits, but Braviary does get superpower, so sort of have to watch out for that. Go into the big pig. His name is Emboar. He's gonna just wreck some faces today. Do you think Clefable will take a superpower from a banded Emboar? No. All he has to really take it is Armaldo, which even then, like, Armaldo, this is likely physically defensive, and it has like base 120 defense or something. And look at that, that's like over half to an Armaldo. That is a pretty beastly Pokemon. I know from playing NU that Armaldo is definitely viable in RU. And, you know, it's down to the point where I can probably go for another superpower and just take it out from there. So that's great. Putting holes in the walls, that's always a good start to the match. So, you know, Emboar is meant to be the main sort of wall breaker on this team, and then hopefully Absol is going to clean up towards the end, but we'll see how it goes. Braviary comes in. I make probably one of the worst plays I've ever made and go into my Galvantula, thinking that he would superpower, predicting my Kabutops, right? It sounded reasonable in my head, because I could have taken a superpower, but even so, Kabutops would have taken a superpower better than Galvantula, most likely, if it's like... Well, yeah, Galvantula doesn't have great defense, so it probably would have done. Anyway, whatever, go for the Stealth Rocks as he brings in the Magneton, and obviously I do not want to stay in there, so... I couldn't think of a good special wall to go with Kabutops, but in the end I settled on this thing because it can take fighting hits, obviously. It's got good both defenses, obviously mostly special defense, but... I like it because it gets, like, T-Wave, Recover, Psychic, all that good stuff. Trick Room if you want it. Not too useful on this team, but it's kind of helpful to have if you're playing RU. But yeah, as you can see, it can definitely take a couple of hits here and there. Takes a Bug Buzz from a Life Orb, a Selgor. That's nothing to shake your head at. Go for a T-Wave, which just absolutely cripples a Selgor. I was convinced in my head that he would still be faster than Beheeyem, because Beheeyem has absolutely no speed at all, but hey, guess what? He's not. So I go for a Psychic, and that is going to bring him down to the point where Life Orb is going to take him out on whatever he goes for, so that is absolutely fine by me. If I knew he'd go for Hidden Power there, I would have recovered, but that's not a big deal. A Selgor goes down. I am happy with Beheeyem's performance there. Couldn't have asked for much more. Now he goes back to this thing. I sort of predicted that, so I go to my Kabutops here because, you know, like I said, I can take a superpower, even if it's like banded. I should be able to take one and then retaliate back with a Rock Slide because that's going to kill after the defense drop for sure. This Kabutops, by the way, fully physically defensive. Rock Slide, Aqua Jet, just for random priority. And then Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock. It's not bad. Most people run like offensive Kabutops with Rapid Spin, but yeah, I thought I'd try something different, you know? In comes the Magneton, which I did not want to see, so all I can really do is just keep spamming Aqua Jet until he finally hits me with the Thunder. Was this like a Specs Magneton, or... I can't tell, because he does some damage later on, which makes it look to be Scarfed, but I don't know what kind of set it is, to be honest. The Braviary in my head would be Scarfed, because that looked like Scarf damage from the superpower, but maybe he had two Scarfers. Really don't know. Either way, I can go into my Lilligant because I can take any hit from that thing and then just go for a sub. This is a bit of a weird situation because I thought, well, Clefable can stall me out for days, so I feel like I may as well, even though no one ever, like people say don't waste the sub, but I made the mistake in going for sub in the first place instead of doubling out. So I thought, whatever, I'll take a seismic toss on Emboar here. I got loads of health to spare. Look at that, 424 HP. That is a monster of a Pokemon. Gonna go for the superpower, and that is gonna absolutely wreck Clefable. There's no chance of surviving that. And looking at it, he's got what? Magneton and Linoon left as his last Pokemon. So basically, if Emboar can survive a couple of hits from Magneton, it's gonna have a field day, honestly. Like, because Magneton is most likely Scarf or Specs, like I said, so it has to lock itself into something. I still can't tell by that damage output. I reckon Scarf. I think Magneton is actually pretty powerful, so I'm gonna go with Scarf. But in comes the Linoon. Linoon is something you do not ever want to let get set up. Honestly, Linoon and Gorbis I never switch out on ever under any circumstances, so just gonna go for the superpower, take it out from there. That is a dead Linoon. Now it just comes down to this thing. I think he is choice, like I said, so he has to lock himself into something. Gonna go to Lilligant because I feel like it, and if I got Absol and, what do you call it, Emboar left, either he goes for like Volt Switch or Thunder or, well, you get what I'm saying. Like, if he went for Thunder, Lilligant would have taken it, and then if he did go for Signal Beam, like he is going for, Absol regardless had a Focus Sash, and of course Emboar would take a Signal Beam, so that is all fine by me. Go for the Mega Horn because I need Thumbnail Art, and that is going to take it down from there. Absol, yes, with the victory. Everyone loves Absol. Everyone! Absol's great. Mega Absol was announced as one of the Mega Evolutions. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the link in the video description. The Mega Evolutions, I'm not really sure what I think of them. I mean, the designs look great, like Mega Ampharos, Mega Absol, and you thought they couldn't make it look more like Sephiroth and they give it like the angel wings. That's pretty cool. But like, the designs look great, but I don't know how it's going to be in terms of balance. Like, they said that Mega Mawile, which already has like 85 attack or something, it's not too bad. And then you combine that with like, it gets huge power as an ability. A huge power I think doubles the attack, so that's going to be just absolutely ridiculous. Combined with the Steel Fairy typing, which is amazing. Combined with the fact that it gets boosted defenses as well. It's crazy, man. But anyways, Mega Pokemon, it'll be interesting to see how it turns out, so hope you all enjoyed the match, and with that being said, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.